First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The Chiefs are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
And this goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Pacheco.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Yellow.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Yellow. 480.
To throw, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Mahomes going to throw.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Chiefs 6, Ravens 2. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Muscles by at the 25. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. I assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They go play action now. Jackson. They'll buy some time right. Well, he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation. But didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run it again with Henry. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They go play action with Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Henry not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are able to move back in front. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Jackson here is going to look to throw. That's caught. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they'll go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
At the 47-yard line.
Right there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the two-point try.
Ravens 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they caught him down at the 44.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them.
Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his
And the Ravens have yet again retaken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Ravens 16, Chiefs 12.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go play fake. Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A first down carry for Henry. Fighting through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 89 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First down, Ravens.
Throwing is Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The Ravens will line up for the...
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Ravens 24. Chiefs.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
For the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Chiefs 20.
Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this will be
the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably got a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now Lamar changing the look.
Escaping the pressure right.
And it is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Henry up the middle. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
Carry now for Derrick Henry.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Here's 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It's Henry. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a two-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a three-possession game.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right at
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throw that set, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Well, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. Big strides, look at him go.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely,
54 yards.
and the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite.
He's going deep for Brown. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because, CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here. And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline. Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Here's Jackson to throw. Complete to Likely. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.